Hi rugby lovers, I'm Ouma Fab and you are watching Play On, Life Lessons from the Field. I'm here in the High Performance Centre because I've come to sharpen my limited knowledge of rugby. And my personal guide through the world of rugby today is Chippie Solomon, and he is a legend of the game. Thank you so much for taking time out from your hectic schedule, Chippie. The first very important question that I have to ask you is, where does your nickname come from? Is it like Fish and Chippies?
No, not Fish and Chippie. When I went to high school, I didn't attend the school in Bontieville where I grew up, the primary school, but I went to high school in that township.
Okay.
And because nobody knew me, the one teacher on the first or the second day of school, he came in and he looked around and he prodded us with a stick. And he said, "Ghost." This fair-skinned guy said, "Ghost." And Ghost stuck with him. We still call him Ghost.
Okay, all right.
And he came around and he said, "Is jy Chippie's seun?" I said, "No, I'm not Chippie's son." But he said, "He likes his Chippie." and the kids, because they never knew me, they started to call me Chippie. This guy was the vice principal at the school.
So he was Chippie.
There was the vice principal, he was
Okay.
Chippie, and he said, "Is jy Chippie's seun?" I said, "Nee, ek is Chippie's seun."
Okay.
And that name stuck because that's the first name the rest of the class heard, Chippie.
Okay.
And then everybody started Chippie. And Chippie's been around 40 odd years.
Yeah. So you were actually like the vice principal's favourite then, if you
Nee, hy het my gebliksem.
Is it?
But anyway, small world.
Okay.
Skarra and Tabeni is going out with his granddaughter.
Nee. Okay, so it's all in the
It's all
family.
in the family, yeah. Yeah.
So as a team manager, you obviously have a lot on your plate, Chippie. So how on earth, do you keep it all together when things are just happening all at the same time?
A funny thing happened a few years back, and one guy said to me, "Meneer, hoe het 'n man 'n managertjie van die VP man?" Typical Cape Town style. I said, "Hey, you don't become a managerjie. You sacrifice.
Okay.
You give up your time, more of your family time, to be the manager of the DHL Stormers."
Great, yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight. So my involvement in this game stretches for 42 years. As a schoolboy, I gave it my all already.
Yo.
I had to decide at a very young age, stout wees, strate hardloop met die pelle,
Okay.
of rugby. Ek dink ek het 'n wyse besluit gemaak.
Yeah, I think we're very grateful
Rugby.
you chose rugby.
I chose rugby.
Fantastic. So they say that preparation is half the job. I mean, I know that from my cooking experience. I made a bobotie the other day and I used Mrs. Ball's chutney and eggs and raisins. It was a disaster. So I'm sure that your preparation is much better than mine. I mean, how do you keep your eye on the ball when you are preparing a team?
Look, there's obviously local matches which we prepare for, which is not so stressful.
Okay.
But when we have to go on a 4-week
Yeah.
travel to Europe, and in URC now, it was my first big travel to Europe. It's easy to go for one game, but we had to go for 4 games.
But now tell me about your fondest memory.
The 2010 final in Soweto was an unbelievable experience.
Yeah. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned from managing rugby and playing rugby?
I think you must be bold enough to accept criticism because it can make you better.
Okay.
But the people who criticize are normally the people who do the least.
Absolutely, nee. Yeah.
Maklik om te complain en sê maar jy doen eintlik op.
Exactly, it's just
So
like checking, yeah.
So that is what I learned out of life. Take the criticism.
Yeah.
It can only make you better.
I will take a feather out of your cap, sir. But thank you so much for chatting with me.
welcome.
And baie dankie to you too. So be sure to join me next time for Play On, life lessons from the field made just for you by Brightcroft.